Hi, everybody, and welcome to Rendezvous Valorant. This is the Masters Division Grand Finals between extra zesty glizzy gamers and Hijinks, alongside my casting partner Kaiserine. This is Browntoll. Well, here we are. We saw some really wonderful games yesterday that got us to this point, and based off of all of that, I'm actually really excited to see what will happen. In fact, we said at the end of the broadcast, Kai, we really had no idea who was going to win today.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams, those of you who were here with us yesterday, had a great upset against the teams they faced in the semifinals. Of course, EasyGG facing against Not Good Esports, the first seeded team in the league. And that map went the distance 2-1, but you know what, Hijinks played Cosmosis last night as well, and that game also went the distance 2-1. So we do have here today Hijinks, the third seeded team, and EasyGG, the fifth seeded team, and both teams I know are gonna bring it. They did actually face off week 6. EasyGG had that 2-0 victory, but I don't think that means that they're gonna have it as easy today. I think it's gonna be a great matchup, a great game, and I'm just really excited. We got some good maps here too, starting off on Breeze.
Yes, I know you're very excited for that.
I am.
New Breeze, actually. I don't know if we've had many Breeze picks on the broadcast since the new changes came around, but the strategy is so much different on that map compared to what it was before.
It's completely different. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I know I might get some hate for this, but I miss the old Breeze. I liked it. But you're right, lots of different strategies, and new agents have come into the pool since then. So we're coming right here into agent select, and you can see already some hovers and some locked in. I'm really excited about Sakuza on that Yoru pick.
Yeah, Yoru can get a lot of space. I do like to play Yoru sometimes because you can get fancy with the way you can teleport to places, but Breeze is such a big map that you can really utilize that teleport to get rotations quickly, or to just get all that space and force your teammates to, force the other team rather, to turn around and have to respect that. So that would be very interesting. I also mentioned before, yesterday, how the Viper and Harbor controller meta was going to be important, and this is one of those maps where it was extremely important and popular to use.
I agree. I think so, especially a map like Breeze that maybe I think doesn't do as well with those, you know, I don't want to say traditional controllers. Of course, Harbor and Viper are controllers in their own rights, but you know, where you just place down a smoke on a chokehold. This map is so long, so open, and the versatility of those walls. You have Harbor, you have Viper, huge. I love the double controller, of course, though it does look like here EasyGG hasn't locked in yet, quite yet, but I think electing to go that double initiator versus the double duelist, and I think again KO and Sova, two great initiators, so this is just gonna be a little bit different in how they're playing, but I think as far as the agents' ability to control those sites, we're still gonna see that, of course, a difference with information gained versus information suppressed, I think, is what we're seeing with these two comps here.
And also, both of these teams are using that cipher. We talked about the globality of these sentinels and how most of these sentinels are only able to watch a certain area. With Breeze being so big, it's nice to have someone like Cypher be able to watch multiple locations at the same time and just from a longer distance. Here we are in game, our observer today, Painted.
Not just our observer, but our producer as well.
Everything. Painted is actually goated. We have to say that right now. And just to let everyone know, the best of 3 matchup, it's Breeze, Split, and Ascent. This is a lot different than the best of 2 in the regular season. So, so not everyone will get their map picks because we're doing traditional map stuff.
That's true. Speaking of map picks, this is going to be Hijinks' map pick to start, but if you remember yesterday during those playoffs, teams taking each other's map pick, so it doesn't always mean everything. Very excited for this map pick, and again, we're seeing the beauty of having that double controller for all that information you're able to block off, but that's why you have 2 initiators. That's why you have Sova darts to be able to get right in there and see and KO knives. So Looks like they are going to be changing their momentum here, heading over towards this A site, and Spidey and Pi already putting in damage on this site. Still 3v3, but Plant looking to go down here, Brown.
Climbing up those stairs can be very advantageous, but it's so risky, and you just like a lot of height that you have to deal with. Now this plant over here is for the A main, and in the past you used to be able to stand inside the cave and you could have someone in short. Now there's only a one-way through, so it should be easier for a retake. It's just a little tough here for Paxshow right now, but hopefully with the rest of the team you can get some recon information and help yourself get back on site.
Yeah, and Paxshow, I think, knows where Giant's hiding out. Giant just trying to buy time. Time is ticking, and there's still 2 agents that are left you have to deal with, and they're not going to be able to do it. Attacker's going to pick that up pretty cleanly, and that's round 1 going to easy GG.
And I was going to say that was a really wonderful harbor wall there. That's the use of a lot of different types of water walls. You got the cascade, the high tide, and being able to use that and have that regenerate for you. And the fact that you can freeform that wall makes it really effective in terms of deciding how you want to block off vision before you plant the spike and even afterwards.
Yeah, it's certainly. And I think, you know, we talk about that advantage you get with winning pistol and those better guns. That's huge when you talk about an open map like this, because having those better guns allows you to have better range and just get onto site. I mean, look how open this is. It's hard to combat a bulldog with a classic anyway. It's even harder to do that when you're trying to do it from far away. Don't have that ability to just right click.
And the distance is going to be really important later on. You see Fall getting the Guardian kill. That's going to be a really good gun to use on this map. Later on, when everyone's able to buy, we're going to be seeing probably a lot of operators. Remember, in the previous semifinals yesterday, we saw some great op shots, and this is op heaven here, despite all the changes.
I mean, we did. And again, I mean, just not much you can do if you're a defender there, but try to die for a little bit of money. And die they will, and unfortunately Fall getting caught in that aftermath there. But a pretty clean round to easy GG. Now we should be seeing those rifles come out from the defenders, and that makes defending and holding a wide open site so much easier when you have those long range guns.
Curious to see what these half buys will look like here. If they're going to force, Ram's going to pick up that Marshall. And the Marshall, I think, is an underrated sniper rifle. If you hit the head, it's 202. It's no joke. And it is relatively cheap. If you can hit the head, and that's a really good gun to use. That recon is also really good, Kai. It's going to force Hijinks to have to back out now.
Oh, it is, and I think this is a great map for an agent like Sova, because with those darts, you can cover so much space. And that's a lot of information given, because maybe you don't see everything, and you might not find where they are, but you know exactly where they are not.
Oh my gosh, look at Paxshow go! The tripwires just keep going off! And now the last one standing is Ram, who does have the Reckoning. Now the Reckoning does not stop a defuse. You're gonna have to just go for it here. And that's, you have to fight against a Cove as well. That is a lot of things you have to shoot. Oh, that connected. One. Hey, one of them will have to connect at some point.
Yeah, I mean, that was good, and if you just spam enough, eventually someone should walk into your crosshair, and that's what happened right there. Ram getting one out, and now though, for the most part, we see a full stack of Vandals, minus Ram, who's gonna hold on to that Spectre. But now things should start to get interesting.
It's like the Reckoning's being used now. Yeah, there it is. And you see that Reckoning on the map? It covers the entirety of A site. If you don't stand still, you have to move. And that's going to make some noise. So as defenders, you have to back out. And then you have to face off against the high tide. And it's just so much vision. I mean, unless you decide to peek like Fall does not care about the vision. Just going to go for it. And now the numbers advantage is for easy GG.
Numbers advantage
Time
for
to jump.
easy GG. Bomb is planted. They have sight. Hard for hijinks to kind of 2v4 this
Last
now.
player standing.
And crosses are being held. Q going to just elect to save that rifle in the right decision.
That's a really good one there, Kai.
Yeah.
Just being able to hold on. That plant in front of the right pyramid is just so popular, and having to make your way up there and having to check all the corners, it's really
Yeah.
hard enough to get up there.
It's so hard, I think, to retake if on a site like on a map like Breeze, where the sites are so wide open. If you allow the attackers to have sight, there's so many places to check, so many crosses to be held, and you're right, that's such a powerful cross that makes it hard to deal with.
3-1 lead now for Easy GG, led by Ram, the Harbor, with 5 kills. And this is the first time we're seeing a split here for the attackers, while Hijinks decides, I'm gonna take all the mid control, but no one's there. This seems to be a familiar theme. God,
It
you just have to be
does.
so careful, Kai.
I mean, there's so many different places
Also
that they
closed.
could be lurking or hiding or tucked away in. And yes, it's open and you can see, but it's hard to see where they're hiding, so they could pop out and swing out of anywhere, really. Plant's gonna go down here again on that A site. That's
that's
gonna be a rifle picked up for Sakuza.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, the sheriff is spot as well, so that can be big. Remember, in the earlier series, the sheriffs were doing a lot of damage.
Going to walk right into Fall.
Don't get
But finding Spidey, knows Fall's there and gets one, gets two.
cutting through.
Suddenly, it's only a
Last player
2v2
standing.
retake, make that 1v2 all down to Sakuza here. But not going to check Ram right there. Gonna put another round on the board for easy GG. I think we're gonna see another post-tension replay of that.
Yeah, that was a really good fight
Yeah.
here on this flank through the cave. Be able to trade your teammate there as well. Now, after that, like having to walk through main, one of the new changes is even though that cave area is blocked off, there's still a big brick there that is a rat corner, and you still have to check that. And if you don't have the utility to check it, you have to respect it and look. As Yoru, you might be able to fake clone it, but that's also very risky to do it on your own.
Well, it's hard also because if you invest a fake clone just in there checking close, you don't have that to check out. You still have to push out onto site. There's still one more, even if you get Ram there, that could be
Yeah.
hiding anywhere, and you're fighting against the time.
Time out here now for Hijinks. They want to think it over. They do have 3 ults up. You got the Neuro Theft for info. You might actually be able to use the Dimensional Drift to play some mind games here, whether you actually get a kill or not. We'll see. But Hijinks really needs to use this timeout to get at least a round back, get that momentum back together, and they do have the ults to help them do that.
They do. They have them on the table. Will they be able to find a timing to use them to their advantage? Well, that's leaves a lot to be said and seen for that. But Sakuza gonna bring out that operator, and it's gonna be a little bit aggressive here outside A. But unfortunately, Easy GG just not there. And we saw them do a lot of this yesterday. Just either incredible luck or just having the better read. You know, in their game against Not Good Esports seem time and time again to not get the right guess as to where they're going and just how easy GG plays. And look, now they made their way up mid. Have that KO just lurking outside B, and they're gonna be able to make this a B hit.
What a masterclass of Harbor utility being used. Use the Cascade to cover the mid area. Oh, this is the impossible trip.
Yeah.
Oh, it is possible. Spidey figured it out. It was labeled as impossible due to the new changes.
Here.
And now on site, here they are, Kai. This is easy for them. They played it very deliberately to get on site.
They did play it deliberately and it worked, and you're right. What's thought to be impossible, very possible if you have Spidey on your team.
Portal
But
closed.
now they know Sakuza has this op, they heard it. And they're going to peek him. And it looks like they're going to just try to save this operator.
Operator
With
on the
the
Yoru.
rifles they
I wasn't
have.
expecting that as
Well,
much.
I mean, when you look at though their team composition, you don't have those typical opping agents. You don't have a jet. You don't have a chamber, and so I think oftentimes it falls into the hands of that duelist who a typical dive duelist has that ability to get out quick. Now, Yoru has that ability to just. And is
Oh
gonna miss.
no.
And no, there goes the operator. But yeah, no, you have that ability to get out and teleport out. But the problem is, I think, is that his teleport takes a little while to reboot. So if someone's peeking you, they're going to be able to kill you before you actually finish that teleport.
Yeah, and that's why when we see those dive-ins from Yoru, usually on the attacking side, you see a weapon like a shotgun, maybe a judge or a shorty that can come out quickly, and then you'll be able to TP back out. But it's
Yeah.
hard to do that on defense because you don't really need to push out. Oh, there's some action there. A though, finally something is happening here, and that's a risk when you put up that cascade. It's such a popular move for Harbor to do this. Get the free O orb, but it's not that free because you can shoot through the water and get spammed through it.
Yeah, I mean, I think people forget a lot of times that his cascade is different from that orb, so you can in fact spam through it, like we did just see there. And that stuff, especially when you pick up that orb, they know exactly where you are. They hear the orb being picked up. Fall playing back in spawn did pop the knives here.
I think that he was able to get a couple of headshots yesterday with those
A
knives.
lot of headshots. Yeah, Fall had an incredible showing of a game yesterday and already again today.
Fall checking underneath that pillar. That's a new angle you have to check, but it is more flattened out. And I think they're going to check out the B site now. They have 30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, you don't have any smokes, but you can probably use the cloud burst. Get the recon here with the Sova dart. You can flash, get flashed. Oh, that's a good counter.
Ooh.
Oh, but the gun skills are just so much better here. You still have to plant though. Yes, they took down everyone and now they can plant. Very good patience there from EasyGG, Kai.
Yeah, now all down to Husk, who might just be forced to save once again. But at some point, you know, you have too many saves. You got to start converting some rounds. That was pretty close, and it just came down to some of those gunfights that EasyGG were winning out on, because I think Hijinks, you know, they had a lot of things working for them. They had the time, they had the utility. I saw them throw out a flash, but who was it? I think it was Giant just still walked right in there. No one was keeping that open and just got one. I think it was Pi got another. And then, of course, Fall with the knives there, got that third there on site, got that plant down, and suddenly, you know, you just have one man left. It's just Husk.
Yeah, and that flash on defense, I think, was from Sakuza. And flashes can be very important on this map because you can flash, like, pretty much the entire area. The range is limitless. But at the same time, you can flash your own teammates too. So it can end up being a little stalemate if you just keep walking and trust your instincts. Sometimes it'll work out for you. Yeah, here they go again. They just don't care. They did shoot down the trip though. So all the Cypher utils starting to disappear. Once again, they plant for main. And I think the site control, despite those shock darts being used, it's just so hard for Hijinks to figure out right now. And they have all these ults available, but they haven't been in a good position to use them.
Don't mess with me.
Oh, look at Sakuza. A nice shot, but just not able to do anything when a Vandal taps you in the head. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think what I'd like to see Hijinks do is maybe a better job of holding on to site, because once they let EasyGG get on to site and now are having to play retake, it makes it very, very tough. It almost, you know, changes the defenders into the attacking side, having to get onto that site and that stuff. I think not this last round we saw, but the round before, round 7, was close, and it did come down to some of those gunfights there that they lost in the end, but they had the time on their side. They had everything going for them. So if they had won a couple of those fights, I think they would have stood a much better chance. And those are the kind of rounds we need to start seeing from them.
They gotta try to get Q going here. Maybe give Q some orbs to try to get the Viper's Pit.
Yeah.
A little bit tough on the other side. And maybe switch over. Oh, but then you don't want to put 2 controls on the A side, because I was gonna say use Harbor to try to help you get the ult. Oh, this is a good start though. Sakuza connects, but the counter from Giant with the Hunter's Fury. Oh, but still the numbers advantage is great. Dusk is popping off here. And Easy GG says it's not over.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the plant now. I'm running away. Oh, then this is the Nero theft too. So now they have all the information. Oh, he's turning back. He's turning back. He sees the clone. And Pai's in great position now. Oh, what a turn of events. Everything was happening there. Pai was not anywhere near the spike and it caught Hijinks off guard.
Yeah, that's tough. We're gonna see a nice replay of that. You can see that neural theft coming out, and then Pai just great positioning. They don't even think to check. That was close there for a while. Numbers advantage definitely was there, but suddenly just picked off like flies, and that was a beautiful, beautiful spray transfer there. From Pai.
Yeah, and Kai, I think, like, we kind of saw a glimpse of what could have been the answer for Hijinks too. Like, that op shot should have scared off all of Easy GG. And somehow they were just able to get a couple of kills. And you know, when you connect, that's just, suddenly the tides turn very quickly.
Well, and that's the thing about Easy GG is I feel like it takes a lot to kind of deter them and really get to them mentally. They heard the op, but they're like, okay, well, let's just send it. We have rounds to work with. We're not afraid. And you know, I was talking with them earlier. We were, you know, both teams, we were in a, you know, party chat, and they were both saying, you know, I'm just excited for this game. It's going to be a good matchup. And I think it might have been Spidey said, I didn't think we would get here looking at the teams we had to play. So I think just that mentality that, like, we're just happy to be here, we're just happy to play Valorant, is definitely carrying over into their game.
30 seconds left.
Look at Husk. Husk got the lineup, stopped the plant, and got the kill. Now you got the Hunter's Fury. A great use of the ult ability to stall the plant, and that's going to throw the attackers off guard. In fact, do a little more. The Reckoning spotted out Spidey. And now Spidey's gonna have to go with some flash drives. 10 seconds left. Going for extra kills. Look at that target selection. It'll be a W to get the plant down. But just not enough time. Now it's gonna be trying to stay alive here. Husk picks up a better gun. And it's so close.
Oh.
Well, that was good. Hijinks
so
prevented the plant. And that's how they get the second round win for them.
No, I mean, that was good. I mean, it would have been nice if they had a little bit more players and guns they brought into this next round. But that's how they need to play it and continue to play it. The op back in Sakuza's hands now. And you're right. I mean, if you can stall the plant, it doesn't matter if you get that last kill or not. You know, they can't get another point on the board.
Oh, here's the warning shots from mid. Straight from Sakuza's hands. And looking up to, oh my goodness, getting the little yips there. It's just so hard to sometimes just click the button to shoot because the movement of Jet is just sometimes so quick.
A little too quick. Her dash is definitely nice, and that's why you have a nice agent like her, and that's why we see her on the up a lot, but this time on the other side, and it looks like Fall having a good timing on when to just peek in there. I think Easy GG has been blessed with a lot of good timing.
Here comes Ram checking for the angles. The Hour Drone is caught by it. You still gotta shoot it down. And now here comes the snake bite as well. A complete chokehold That's great. That's a good adjustment. You use the Cypher stuff. I mean, the Viper was already there before, but I think the utility just didn't come out early enough. Now that it's actually there, it's
30
forced a
seconds
rotation.
It does, and that looks like that rotation is going to start coming through mid.
Oh, what a good flash drive lineup. It does not blind Sakuza though. Now the recovery. Here comes another flash. Oh, the highlights are coming in. Just able to get this plant down, I think. And Sakuza thinking about the dimensional drift now. This would be great for information. You got to use your ult at some point. The counter is the reckoning. And
Oh, but didn't check doors.
oh gosh.
But
And dropping
sees
players
the-
so quickly. Well, Sakuza can't do anything with the op. You have to get out.
I'm back.
Okay. And now switching guns.
One enemy remaining.
And now you know where the last one is.
Oh,
They didn't check. They had the information also with the dimensional
They
drift, I
did.
thought.
Last
Well-
round
Oh,
before the
and
switch.
Fall pulls a fast one there, just holding on to that angle you see in the post-tension replay. How great the angle is, and that leads to a round win for EasyGG.
yeah. But you know what? I do think to compliment Hijinks a little bit, they did a better job of holding sight there. And yeah, okay, that round didn't go their way, but these are the kind of rounds we need to see from them. This is what they were missing that first half of the game, because I think had they been doing this from the inception of the game, we would have seen a lot more rounds on the scoreboard for them.
Now Hijinks is looking to try to make it at least 3-9. That would be a good scoreline for them, for psychological reasons.
Of course. That's all. That's all it is.
I waiting for someone to peek out of A, but Hijinks is going with a different approach now. You see the rotation towards mid and B.
Just sort of looking and waiting for maybe an off time. And that's what EasyGG does so well, is they have these off times and these reads and timings. And all of a sudden, that ultimate coming out from Spidey. And Dusk, not able to connect a shot there.
Down A.
Oh, look at the flank from mid too. So the split mid A works out great. Fall doing some cleanup work. You get to res as well, or pick up the KO rather. So now we got the 4v3. Falls waiting, sees the door open. A lot more rare these days to see that door open, but blocked off by the high tide there, Kai.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the benefit of having a controller, and I thought we would have seen a little bit more of that from the side of Hijinks, but beautiful shots there. And now hear that Viper's Pit coming out.
Last player standing.
Oh, the tripwire is there, and it regenerates. It doesn't disappear if you
Yeah.
don't shoot it down. That is amazing
That
work
was
there from Pi.
Beautiful.
I find them.
Yeah, I mean, just wonderfully played there. The pit was nice, but it's hard to work around a Cypher. We are going to see, though, how the tides change as we switch halves and how they're going to play around that with their team comp. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few short minutes.
Welcome back to Rendezvous Valorant. This is the Masters Division, the grand finals between Hijinks and Astro's SD Gamers, alongside Kaisering. This is Brown Toll. Well, it looks like the defense is going to win the game unless something happens here. They have a 10-2 lead. Easy GG definitely feeling really good right now about their chances. So good that they're pushing out of A right now, Kai.
Well, yeah, and I mean, you know,
Found you.
Easy GG got 10 rounds on their attacking half. Surely Hijinks can do that as well, but something is going to have to change. Started to see it in the last few rounds, but now on a different half.
It's the same tripwire as before, just for the other Cypher. Onto the B site with that information. Here they come. Hijinks go for the plant. They leave the harbor mid to lurk. There might be some contact there. The plant is canceled though. So the presence of EZG is kind of spooking Hijinks right now.
Yeah, I think so, but that plant is going to come down, and now Hijinks have sight, but can they hold on to it? Something they struggled with on the last half, but now in their attacking half, going to have to see what they can do.
Oh, they don't check the boxes. It is traded. Inside the cove, here comes Ram, setting up a big, nice circle. It's perfect circle. The defuse is starting. It's checked quickly. Now Giant has to enter the circle. It's like its own domain expansion. There's not much Giant can do here. Low health. Looking. The walls go down. There's everyone. And Hijinks wins the first round of the second half.
And that was really important. They did win this round. Now going to be able to buy up and hopefully get another one to bring it to 4-10. And then a little bit of an uphill battle, but certainly doable at that point. I do want to take a quick second to remind everyone that there is a giveaway going on in chat. Make sure you do !ticket 1 for your chance to win 1,000 Valorant points. And then maybe you can buy some cool skins or even the battle pass.
Like the Blast X Phantom. My favorite Phantom, by the way. Dust spotted by the recon. So this is the A battle that we're thinking about. Also, look at the Vandal bias as well. That's 3 Vandals for Hijinks. So a really big force there. But that's also a big risk. If you drop the Vandals to the other side, there don't have to buy any more Vandals. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Like when the scoreline is so wide, Kai, I feel like yes, sometimes you just gotta go all out, and you already know you're gonna buy Vandals at some point. You might as well invest it early.
I mean, again, and hopefully as long as you don't give it into the hands of those defenders, that should mean you can bring it into them the next round after this one. They should have their rifles as well. Just any advantage you can, and I already have that numbers advantage, but still just a little over 30 seconds to get on to site and get that plant down. Looks like this is going to have to be an A hit.
Yeah, we have the
30 seconds
Sova util. I'm gonna do the Yoru entry. Cypher for flank. It's a pretty classic execution. Oh, I think he was trying to plant for the Molly angle. And now plant's a little more safe. And you have the numbers, just don't give away any guns and you're good. But Fall recognizes the Frenzy is close range, sneaks around to get the kill, and now a better gun can't be picked up, but it's just in front in the crosshairs. Oh, Okay, so it works out great for Hijinks there.
It does work out great for Hijinks, and now suddenly it looks a little bit more doable, but remember, that does mean the Easy GG going to be on that better buy, and while a better buy is always important, I think sometimes you can get away with like cheese guns like the Spectre or something, you know, running around a corner, and you don't really have that luxury on a map like this. And now the defensive side has those long range weapons, so you really got to make sure you're not dry peeking things and using your utility, which they've been doing a better job of doing. So definitely have a shot here. 3 Vandals in hand.
Decoy.
Here's the clone again. I always take bets. Who will shoot the clone? Or will they ignore it? And also, you have to remember, if the clone has come out, sometimes like the comms don't go out that the clone has been used, and then you get faked out again.
Yeah, true.
Aljo getting some info there. The spike being left outside of B, so they're trying to get a little default going. Sakuza getting a kill. Fog can see that angle up there, and is stuck right now.
There.
I think this might be a B push based off of the placements of everyone. They just have to get this kill, and now they do. And here's the rotation over towards B, Kai.
It is, and suddenly, you know, you talk about, oh, well, the third round should go to whoever doesn't win the pistol, but very doable, have the numbers advantage, and only gonna have to deal with one on site, but going down to start to deal with that Cypher utility and having a good job, Pi getting 2 and bridging that gap. Now a 3v3 retake, and the plant's not even down.
Spike down B.
Inside though, Q try to stay alive. Still 15 seconds left. You can try to get a pick and plant maybe. Instead, it's Ram getting that kill. So it's that whole round was basically Pi. I mean, I saw this execution happen. The cove went down from the Harbor Dusk to try to protect the players from the tripwire, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't see why you wouldn't do that. And then Pi decided, I'm just going to spam the cove because it can only take maybe
So
3
many
or 4 vandal shots.
yeah.
It goes
Spams the
down
cove.
and Pi gets the collat. So it
Well,
just works
yeah.
out great.
Because that wire is so good, and it, you know, the players did trip it. So now he knows their exact positioning in that cove, breaks the cove, spams. There were 4 of them there. Gets 2 kills early on. And yeah, and there was a cove down right on top of then Q right there. But Q didn't have that the bomb, you know? So when Dusk falls with the bomb, now Q has to push out of that cove to find it. Now put in a pretty tough situation and time's running down. That was pretty good though. I do think Hijinks, again, that came down to just a couple of decisions, but I think Hijinks actually did a pretty good job, at least earlier on in the round, you know, getting that man advantage. But Pi just too hard to deal with that Cypher Uto.
So now it's 11-4. Things holding to form in terms of how the gun buys would go, but you're starting to run out of rounds here. Oh, I'm trying to pull a fast one. But EasyGG has not pushed out of A yet this half. And now the counter cascade as well doesn't stay up that long. So I feel like Hijinks would be more comfortable going towards A here after that experience on B and getting destroyed by a Cypher. But eventually, like, you know, you're gonna have some options, like try to get some more info maybe and mix it up a bit.
Definitely Sakuza trying to just bleed out as many players as he can here for his team.
Double flash there, courtesy of the clone, but still getting that kill off the other side. The defense so strong. But they get the plant down, and Hijinks also has the Viper's Pit, something that was really missing in the first half. Now very well alive here in the second half. And what will EasyGG do from this point? Oh, there's a lurker! Fall's gotta check this. Now they check. They got the cross. They take down the lurker. Now everyone else has to be inside of this Viper's Pit, I'm sure.
Yeah, and going to be able to find out thanks to that neural theft that came online.
1 enemy remaining.
Nice kills. It's perfect. Now I gotta find a spike. They do it in time. And EasyGG showing how amazing their retakes have been. We saw it in the semifinal yesterday. We see it here on this big map on Breeze, and now they're on match point.
Match point.
They are on match point. I think Hijinks. I mean, they had a couple plays, but EasyGG just so turned up just throughout this game. And I mean, it's hard now. 8 rounds to bring into overtime. That's a pretty tough battle you have to face. But remember that this was Hijinks' map pick.
Yes. And this seems to be a theme. Can't seem to get some advantages on your map pick, but then you pull the reverse on the other side. as if you studied harder on your opponent. Hey, but whatever works, works. You know, sometimes other teams' game plans work better, and so be it. That's why it's a best of 3 series. So if the first one was a fluke, then the next 2 are not flukes for you.
True.
Here's
True.
the push up
And
mid for Hijinks now. They're trying for B, but with a different approach. They're not liking the B main though. And you can see how much that affects them and how much easier it is for Fall and Pi to team up for this tunnel kills.
yeah, I mean, just a little bit too bad. Now suddenly having to switch up your idea, but it's hard when you're not only in that man disadvantage, you have that gun disadvantage, you have time working against you. But going to have to execute here fast and smoothly. Still have
30
2
seconds
controllers. Able to block off a lot of sight there. Going to get online,
Cage trigger.
but only 20 seconds to plant this bomb.
Where is everyone hiding?
Neural
it's like
Sesto
safe
coming out
here,
from
yeah.
Hijinks. I think you have to plant it safe. I
Spike
think you
planted.
don't have the luxury at this point of any good place fall. Trying to check right there, double doors, make sure no one's just waiting.
Here they come. Q is low health on site. Giant is waiting for something. Trying to ping, maybe it's a Cypher cam. Look at this spray though. This is great for Hijinks, but Fall can't be forgotten. He's trying to isolate the situations. He's going to go for the player on site, but the wraparound there. Oh great, just play for time.
Is nothing.
It's going great. Fall has to escape now. Oh. Way to go, Q. 5 health that entire time. I think that's a W for you.
No, I agree, and I think did a great job Pack Show there, and everyone just playing time there at the end, which is what you have to do, because I think had they peaked again, 5 HP, had they peaked from main and died there, that would have been really hard, especially like we said, Q 5 HP, and so. Well played. I like the jump peek to see if they're on bomb or not, rather than just swinging out to look, because I think that would have been a tougher situation to deal with.
Hijinks wants to try B again. They have to deal with this tripwire here. Here comes the clone. Clone captures a trip. They see the base, and this time it's shot down more easily. And onsite, here they come. Oh. Here comes the reckoning. The defense has to back out. Tuss is spotted. Very sussy.
Time to jump.
And they get the plant down. What a great B execution compared to the last time they got on.
That was beautiful. I think I like the clone to suss out that trip there, and we're able to shoot it down early. Doing a better job of holding on to sight. All down to Ram and Giant, or make that just Giant here. The Marshall looking for someone, but going to get smoked off.
You just go for this here. You die to the bomb.
Yeah, I mean, not really a gun you want to save into the next round.
Oh. Oh, very sussy. Yeah, now you just gotta hide here. Dies to the bomb. And this is great. Hijinks has won 2 rounds in a row. They're actually winning the half right now. So
They
if they can continue this
absolutely
momentum, you know, think it can be a very nice day on Breeze if this keeps it up.
It could, and I mean, we talked a lot yesterday, certainly, about how important it is to have that momentum for your economy, for your ultimate economy, just to keep that going. And I think Hijinks have been doing a good job. Hopefully, it's not too little, too late, because it still is match point. But I definitely think if they keep playing like this and keep it up, they have a chance at maybe bringing this to OT, but they have to do that 6 more times in a row.
Giant's doing an adjustment here, using the hour drone to get info, and now attempting to peek the window. And while doing that elbow kill, so now Hijinks has the numbers, but their players are spread out right now. Husk trying to use a distraction. That's a nice shot dark angle to try to take down their opposing Sova, as well as try to take down the Cypher Trips.
Enemy tag.
We got the numbers here. They put up the Harbor High Tide as well. And on site, they've got Sakusa trying to entry here. Using all the utility. Gets away from the KO knife. And they're not going on. They're aborting. They're leaving. After all that util, they just don't have the confidence to go on there. And they think the rotation has happened. They're going to try the shot on A.
Yeah, they do, but unfortunately for them, it looks like EasyGG does have the right call and only 30 seconds not even left to go. Going to have to make this a quick execute and at least get plant down.
Oh, there's a chirp bar in the corner. They can't touch that. Here comes the counter reckoning.
10 seconds left.
Tries
Spike
to
planted.
cause the attackers to move around for a little bit. Ram hiding inside of that cove. Spidey spamming and getting the kill. Now the defenders feel a little more confident. Here's a high tide for Ram to try to cover up main, but spotted out by the recon from the Sova on the attacking side. And they continue. Sakusa is strong. One-man army is there. The Spidey though says no. But the spam through the waters. And now it's 7-12, 3 rounds, 1 in a row from Hijinks.
Yeah, I mean, Hijinks have really turned up, and I think, you know, if they continue to play like this, definitely have a game on our hands. But definitely would have liked to see some of this coming out earlier, but yeah, I mean, suddenly, you know, only 5 rounds separate the two teams. And if you remember at the half, 10 rounds separated them, so Hijinks doing a great job of bridging the gap only gave, so far this half, EasyGG 2 rounds.
This is a good timeout to try to stop the momentum. Although they're not able to buy this round, EasyGG's thinking about the future here. And first you have to make sure Hijinks can get try to calm down their energy, get them iced, as we call it in other sports. No more aim anymore, just sit around for a minute. And EasyGG is planning for the future. Do I have any more ult points I can pick up here for future rounds? How should I buy this round to prepare myself for the next round? And, you know, all we need is one more round. That's what EasyGG is thinking. Can they invest in that one round to win on defense for them to at least take this game?
Yeah, but they've only needed one more round for how many rounds here? You know, at some point, gonna have to start changing something fundamentally. But again, I mean, yeah, Hijinks unfortunately doesn't have any room to make any mistakes. So I think for EasyGG, it's gonna come down to capitalizing off of any mistake they see, but not gonna be this round. All down to fall here with a Marshall.
The
A is
defense
wide
tried
open.
It is. The defense tried to literally run it down B, but you saw that jump peek from window, which got all the information, and then everyone just started spamming.
8-12 now. Brown, at the beginning of this map, I don't know if you cast a curse did or what, but I think you said, you know, this might be game, and now look, just 4 rounds.
You know, like we said in the beginning, sometimes the map is so big that you don't know how to retake, you don't know how to defend when the spike is planted.
Yep.
And you kind of see that effect happening right now with the defense. EasyGG is trying to counter this by playing aggressive. It works here as Fall gets the kill, and then you get the Hunter's Fury to do some more damage. In fact, this is working great for them. That the only answer right now has been to push up, fight them before they get the plant down.
Yep.
And it's finally worked. This is the only round they need for that to work. So, oh, maybe we cast a curse this one.
Maybe we did. Maybe we cast a curse this whole game.
Yeah, but defense is just, it's always been hard to retake on this map, I feel. And both teams have attempted to fight aggressively, and some rounds it worked, some rounds it didn't. In this case, it's working great for EasyGG, unless Hijinks can do something crazy here. You do have the Hunter's Fury. You have the information with the recon, and you have the neural step if you can put it onto that dead body on the right side. Certainly, they're thinking about it.
Last player
There's
standing.
Spidey, yeah,
Spike
recon,
down A.
I have retrieved
30
neural
seconds.
theft, and a rotation. Oh, this is going to be close. You have to bet on no one being on B for this to work. But there's enough bodies for EZG to just look down main. Cloudburst. Here's the recon, hiding from the recon.
10 seconds.
Oh, you gotta
left.
be careful. 8 seconds. 7. 6. Pack planting safe. Fall waiting. Fall's gonna peek this. Oh, it's canceled. They canceled it.
Defenders
Oh,
win.
Fall put in so much aggression and prevented the spike from being planted, and it's a victory for the defense. Easy GG wins.
Easy GG does win. I mean, unfortunately, they just didn't have, for hijinks, just didn't have the rounds to work with to get what they needed to. And unfortunately, you know, you can't let one round slip away when you're on match point for so long, but did a great job. Final score 8-13, and that's pretty incredible considering it was 2-10 at the half.
Yeah, and I think when you're under pressure to gather as many rounds as possible when you're down, it's a whole entirely different game. And for some teams, it will really encourage them. It will motivate them and pick up the pace, and you start to figure things out. The momentum starts going your way. But I think EasyGG just picked up so many rounds early on in that first half, and they had the confidence too. Even on the second half, they had different plays where they would push out and try to change the look of how they defend. So with all those mix-ups, it was just enough to win this map. But it was definitely a tough one. You can't forget about hijinks and how hard they played in this half. It makes you wonder if the game went to 15, like,
Yeah.
if they come back. You know?
I mean, I definitely think of hijinks. Maybe had a couple more rounds there on their defensive side, would have been able to just do a little bit more, and they would have had that wiggle room. Unfortunately, didn't have that here, and that was their map pick. But we are actually going to be going to Split next. We saw both teams play Split yesterday. So before we go though, just remember you can do !ticket1 for your chance to win 1,000 Valorant points. And I also want to do a quick shout out to our sponsor, because we are going to be seeing a quick ad from them right before we head into the next map, and it's beautiful. Their new mouse pad is really pretty. Super Beings Lab. Super Beings Lab is a brand that strives to produce the highest quality gaming peripherals with a focus in creative art. Every product is carefully crafted to provide the best gaming experience. Start taking control of your aim. Their next release, Super Beings Lab Origins Memoria Pro, is out now, so drop by superbeings.gg to learn more today. The Memoria Pro will also be available at several online retailers internationally, so make sure you follow Super Beings Lab on Twitter to find out where you can get yours today. Don't go anywhere though, we have an exciting next match on Breeze coming up right after the short break.
Wait, Kai, you didn't show off your mouse pad this time.
If you guys want to see the mouse pad, I have one right here. This is the Memento. Those of you who are just joining us
it's pretty,
for fun.
right? Like, you see the
It's so
colors.
pretty. Look at
It's
it.
so smooth.
No, they said they strive to provide the highest quality gaming peripherals with a focus in creative art. Look at this. That's so
It's really
creative,
good.
so
You have to
artistic.
get it now.
It's so
Go
smooth.
online.
I'm telling you, go out and get this mouse pad. Not this one. The Memento is actually not in stock anymore. But you don't want that to happen to you with the Memoria Pro, so get it now while it's in stock.
Yes.
Make sure you follow them. Also, they do, they'll have deals every once in a while, so definitely want to make sure you pick it up while they have a code for you. But yeah, definitely pick it up while it's in stock before it goes out, and you have to wait for their next release.
All right, so we just played on Breeze. Split is next. We'll be back. Welcome back to Rendezvous Valorant. This is the Masters Division. We're in the grand finals between Extra Zesty Glizzy Gamers and Hijinks. And we just saw, Kai, that the Extra Zesty Glizzy Gamers, they were pretty much on fire in the first half. They got a little shaky in the second one, but they were able to pull it off. And now they're in great position to try to win this grand finals on Split.
Yeah, I mean, if they can bring it home here on Split, definitely have a chance to close it out in 2 games. And I know any team that's up, that's exactly what you want to do, and that's probably what EasyGG trying to get done here. But I know Hijinks really want this, not ready to put up a fight, or not ready to go. Sorry, they are ready to put up a fight, not ready to go in without a fight. And so definitely looking to bring it to Ascent. Last time they faced off in week 6, unfortunately for Hijinks, ECGG did come out 2-0, but Hijinks seeded higher in the finals here, and definitely going to try to do. We saw good things from them. They just didn't have enough rounds to work with.
And sometimes it's just one of those maps on Breeze where one side is just so much better than the other, depending on your team comp and your style. And if you were able to pick your side, it might have been better for you. But now we forget about that if you're Hijinks. You're focused on what's in the future. You have Split, and if you win Split, you get to play on a familiar map on Ascent as a decider. So we see here that the setup for Hijinks is going to include the Cypher again. They've got the Sky and maybe a Breach for double initiation. They know they're starting on attack. You got the Omen for smokes, and then Raze, of course, we saw was popular for both teams when they played on Split.
Yeah, and I think Raze is such a strong, just really entry agent on a map like Split, because those stashes really allow you to just traverse a lot of space and quickly. Fall right here hovering though that jet, and we saw Fall with the op a lot, especially yesterday. Wouldn't be surprised if, yeah, it looks like Fall is going to end up on that jet again. 2 different comps. Paksha back on that Cypher, and we talked about how strong Cypher is as a global agent, but looks like ECGG electing to go without a Sentinel here.
Yeah, and that's interesting. Remember, I don't know which game it was yesterday, but one of the teams had a problem where they didn't have a Sentinel on hand, and they just lacked the information that they needed for it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
But then you also have like initiators that will give your information too. So it's kind of like a balance of like both sides. You know, you prioritize just more aggressive initiation, or do you care what's behind you? I guess it really depends on your pacing as well.
Yeah, definitely. And we saw, this isn't the first time we've seen them with different team comps. Last map we saw, is it better to have 2 controllers? Is it better to have 2 initiators? EasyGG running those 2 initiators, but also those 2 duelists here.
Here we go, game 2. This is Browntel alongside Kaiserine, our observer and producer Painted. And on site, here we go. The fast push, the fast pace. We've been talking about this. And on to B site, here they come. The defense has to back out. And Hijinks in great position. They're going to plant for B main.
Spike planted.
Great crossfire angle. And now it's a retake scenario for ECGG.
It is, and I think retakes are a little bit easier on this map than it seemed to be on Breeze. But again, time is ticking.
Time to hunt.
And just starting to make their way towards site.
There's a Trailblazer. Everyone's firing away. Now Pi falling right behind. Getting their frenzy shots off. And a long-range frenzy. That's gotta feel good if you're Pi.
That is, and I liked, it looked like, they're just waiting, and are they gonna make a move, or are they just gonna let time run out? And it was nothing, and then it was everything fast all at once. And they did it, and they made it, and that's a round on the board. for Easy GG. Hijinks going to have to, I think, make some moves early on in this game. I know it's only round 2. I know they don't have the guns, but they're gonna have to start turning around rounds early to solidify their chance at winning this map, because for Hijinks, you have to win this map and bring it to Ascent.
It's a fast push again for Hijinks. They're going quickly. They got the guiding light. They've got the flashpoint, and they've got the W key, but it's stopped by the paranoia. It's going to be hard to see, and be careful. There's the specters waiting for them as well, off-site. And a lurk now. It's Paxio trying to look, and it doesn't pay off. Giant was ready for that one this time.
Doesn't. Plant is down. But guns are in the hand of EasyGG as it all falls down. You just can't do it without a gun. And without teammates.
I think Fall did everything with that sheriff. It picked up a Bucky along the way, but everything was just the sheriff. Sheriff gaming is real for them right now, as we see the post-tension replay.
I wish Sheriff Gaming was real for me.
I think we just have to buy a good sheriff skin using the 1000 VP that we should win if I win the giveaway.
And make sure, if you want your chance to win the giveaway, make sure you do !ticket !1 for your chance to be entered and win. I won last week. Didn't win yesterday, but looking to win today. So if
you will win today, right?
I will win. You will. I'm manifesting it. So actually, I told you guys all to enter. Maybe not. Let me win. But if you want your chance to win, make sure you enter the giveaway !ticket for your chance to get the battle pass or some cool gun skins, or maybe both.
So Easy GG pushed out of A, destroyed Dusk that was there, and that's all the information for Hijinks to take the free B site. And now Q waiting for D rotation, but Giant has already made his way up toward heaven, seeing the tripwire and breaking it as the rest of the teammates reconvene up there. And now Giant comes back down. He's going to try to fight the alleyway. Multiple players there for Hijinks. It's countered by a blindside, or flashpoint rather. And that's too much utility to fight against. Now it's down to 2. Sheriff on hand. Fall has done this before, but time is not on Fall's side. He's gonna go for it anyways, and Husk gets the finisher. Hijinks on the board now.
Hijinks on the board, going to win this next one too, and that was an expensive round for them. 3 guns that were invested now offline. Looks like trying to decide right now if they're going to invest in them again, and it looks like they will. We're going to have to win this one, either side, in order to keep their economy in a good spot.
And also, Hijinks has the Neural Theft available. They get 1 kill, they can just fire that away, get all the information on the defense, and then go to the site where the defense is not.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of the name of the game, and Easy GG have done such a good job of reading their opponents this whole weekend. But Hijinks going to have to start doing that as well. Already down a player. And I don't know, they need to clear out Pi here, but Pi is gonna clear out Q. Paxio, here's the TP. And I'm sure Pi heard that shot fired.
This round is just so much different. I think once, who was it? I think Sakuza tried to satchel in on the A site quickly and died instantly. It just slowed down everything. It's like Hijinks forgot how to entry, and that is the only duelist.
That is their only duelist, and definitely gonna make it harder for them attacking.
There's another dark cover there. Countered by their paranoia. 30 seconds to go plant. They're going for the B side where Giant is waiting with a guiding light available shortly. Now the drop from Husk. Here's the Trailblazer. It's a swing. Both players in hell. Giant trying to defend. Now
player
the
standing.
reinforcements have arrived.
Down.
Dust can't see anything. And Giant suddenly appears in the POV of that Omen.
That
So-
that was tough.
Yeah, it's tough. 3-1 now, Kai.
3-1. That was definitely a round they needed to win. But I guess you could say every round is a round they need to win. Looks like going to be on a little bit of scuff by and trying to hit this A site. But I'm not sure if they realize they're going to be walking into 3 members of EasyGG if they do that with rifles, with these guns. I love that Cypher cam though.
Yeah. Very commonly used. I think it just got shut down there.
It did.
But it gets you all that information from main. And then all you gotta do is focus on ramps. And you can do all of this here. Oh, this is looking great. Now the numbers are even. This was a problem for Hijinks trying to get their way even close enough to the A site. And now they have a chance to get on. They try to step behind. Oh, from the shadows rather. It is Pi
down A.
ulting. And now all of that is forgotten. Hijinks was so focused on getting on, they forgot to look behind with the ult. And now Sakuza is gonna have to do everything by himself. The spike has been smoked off. And the Raze is probably gonna go around and try to get a pick off in heaven and just work his way down there.
Yeah, and I mean, I think going to, but Spidey had the read there. EasyGG so good at reading the positioning of their opponents, and it again comes down to, we talked about what EasyGG did so well yesterday is controlling that pace. And I love their positioning. They'll play in off angles, they'll swing, they'll push out. Their timings are so good. And it's hard to get a grasp on what they're going to do because they change it up so often, but it seems to work for them round after round.
In that round, it seemed like things were going great for Hijinks, but that from the shadows was so crucial. And the ulted so close too. I was surprised that none of them turned around. But there's still plenty of runs left. Hijinks do have a couple of ults available, including a from the shadows from their own. Even maybe expending the Seekers once they get a couple of kills. With all that information, Hijinks really only needs 1 round to get the momentum going. But the Showstopper wants to cancel it. It does no damage. It missed. Oh, but it scared everyone away. Hijinks now scattering. They reconvene, they pick up the spike, and now they're enjoying some ramen as they think about their next move, Kai.
No, I wish I was enjoying some ramen right now. Maybe after this matchup, but it looks like Zoo has that advantage now. Again, going to get 1 more. It's still gonna have to start making your way towards the site, and I think they can just push together as 5. They're going to be able to do that with trades coming through. Util now starting to be expended. A double flash here on Giant.
30 seconds left.
Flashpoint and aftershock there. You gotta remember, falls here. There's 1, it's traded. Sky now peeks. I'm thinking about peeking this. Oh, that is a good smoke though to cover that. Crossfire. And now the Seekers come out. This was the scenario for it. It tries to be countered by Sakuza, but is taken down by the Seekers. Now checked by Giants, who gets caught by the tripwire. The rest of the team comes in. Both of them have to check angles. But it's Pack Show showing how great Cypher can be. Holding on to that B site. And that's a round they really needed.
They needed that. We're gonna see a quick post-tension replay of that. Again, just unfortunate, but Pack Show going to get the 1 in heaven, Spidey. And again, going to finish it off by finding Giant out. I knew exactly where they were. I love the use of utility to stall, and I think Hijinks does a great job of that, and it's easier to use more closed utility here on a map like Split that's not quite as open as, you know, Breeze was, but maybe losing some of those individual gunfights, but doesn't matter if you can use utility if you can stall.
Oh, here goes EasyGG with the antics again. They're trying to run out of a site and see if anyone is there. Hijinks has always found a way to avoid that, but they're going to start running out of time as they show presence on A, trying to clear heaven first before they do anything else. Just so much utility being thrown out there, and Sakusa now backing out. And I think they're satisfied. That's a lot of util being used, if that's enough for them to rotate and have an easier time to go on to B.
It is, but they're going to have to go a little bit faster because now the silence on A, letting ECGG know that they might start the rotate and going to have to look. Spidey sitting there in vents, going to find one, but not going to connect with that double push out. Neural Theft coming online lets them know that B's probably the right place to hit, especially when you have 30 seconds left.
Akio's gonna fight this.
Is going to get
body
it.
shots off. That's good. You have the crosshair angle for Pi as well. Oh, the timing is impeccable. LTV2, here's the guiding light. Gets the information. Fall continues alongside Pi. They see where it's planted. Here comes a tap. They check back sight. No one is there. Pi looks over, gets down one. Here's Husk with the flash. They gotta coordinate who's gonna plant here. You got the cover. It goes off, but Omen is down. Husk peeks and connects.
Beautiful timing.
What a demon there, Husk. Amazing.
Well played. I think we're gonna see another post tension replay of that round. That was pretty well played for them. I like the use of their util. Everyone, that Neural Theft came out in pack show, kind of just exploding there the first half before, you know, just getting a little bit timing by Pi as he fell from heaven. And you know, EasyGG able to get onto site and got one, but it was planted perfectly, and then we saw there who was it, Husk, just playing that perfectly there at the end, and the timings, and very important, got that early pick on Pi. But speaking of early pick, Fall going to get that collat on Sakusa, and now dealing with no duelist, no entry, but going to pick off Ram just the same.
This has been a pretty common theme here. Hijinks trying to get onto A, expending a lot of util. EasyGG countering with a lot of util. And then Hijinks decides we can't get onto A, we gotta rotate to B. It's starting to get a little obvious here. This pattern is going to have to change at some point.
Yeah, I mean, look how much space already EasyGG have made there through mid, through B. Pi just waiting for some. And mid, you have Giant waiting for some. And it's hearing that utility, and what a great ankle. But going to get caught. Just had the timing, had the position, but just at the wrong time.
Oh, dude, that might have been a self flash as well.
Well, it
around,
was.
But
well, I think what happened is went out to put that flash and saw them coming out and just turned into their own flash.
10 seconds left.
Here comes the plants. The Spidey delays it. Just not enough. The ult was a little early. And now Husk with the deep sight plants. They're in great position now. They have a Rolling Thunder of their own. But it's taken down from Fall. Fall continues. Has the dash. Spams through and gets a connection. And now has some backup. Pi is here. Gets a trade.
Enemy remaining.
But Husk is again the hero for Hijinks. That's the second consecutive catch. Wow. Hijinks. Husk.
Yeah, well played again. That was unfortunate for Spidey. The timing was just about a second off. Could have delayed the plant just a little bit longer, but popped it maybe a tad too early. Wasn't able to delay long enough, and that plant did go down there in the end.
Husk. So great these last couple rounds. That's 8 kills and 8 assists for that Sky. And Hijinks has won the last 3 rounds in a row to make it all tied. They do have a couple of ults still, too. They didn't get to use the Rolling Thunder. They now have it for the next round. Neural Theft is there. From the Shadows is there. For EasyGG, they're kind of off with their ults right now, but Pi can rotate quickly. Ooh, this is a lot tighter of a game than it was in the first half, Kai.
It is, and I definitely remember they have to win here to have a chance to go on. So Hijinks throwing everything they have into it.
4-4 to score line. The Grand Finals Game 2. A best of 3 series. Earlier, EasyGG won 13-8. They have the series lead here on going to split and then a set the decider. Here's Sakusa satcheling in. They're going quickly here. Now, on the A side, they would get stuck. On the B side, they get a kill. And this is the green light to go. Sakusa looking for more, and now the rest of the teammates coming in behind him. Spotting out Giant. And there's the Neuro Theft as well. They get all the information. Spidey's gonna have to back out. What a change of pace here. And EasyGG just completely caught off guard after the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, that run was fast. That was explosive. They got onto site and they just kept pushing. That's what Hijinks needed to start doing. That's what EasyGG does, and it's worked for them. But Hijinks finally giving them a taste of their own medicine. Spidey gonna have no chance, no choice but to save here.
I think Spidey should go to the coffee shop. Let's see where he goes. He's on his way. He's there at the coffee shop. He skips the coffee shop. Oh, and he skips the shoe shop.
No.
He doesn't want any shops.
That might just be because doesn't have enough money on the board to buy much.
If you see one of my creatures, it's a good thing, all right?
So he has to save here. Hopefully he can make a purchase. Maybe he should have entered the giveaway to help him get more purchases.
Yeah, if you win enough to be able to buy coffee or shoes in game, make sure you do !ticket1 for your chance to enter the giveaway and a chance to win 1,000 Valorant points. 2 winners yesterday, another winner again today. Could be you.
And yet another B push for Hijinks. They're really feeling it right now. They're going a little slower because no satchels, but they've got the flash, the trailblazer. They don't care about these dark cover. Pi cares. Pi shoots with the sheriff. They said have fun with that one. But this time, Hijinks does not stop. They are not scared. They trust their aim. They trust the gunplay. And now they have the numbers advantage as the spike goes down. Pi pulls a fast one. Oh, here's Spidey. Spidey makes it interesting. He's now flashed. He's flashed again. He can't see. And suddenly the round is over. That was an exciting one, Kai.
That was so exciting. I don't know what Hijinks did or talked about, but whatever it is, it's working. And they need to keep doing this.
Okay, you know what it is? They stopped going A first round. First time. Because every time they went A, like they would go quickly and then like they get stuck and they're like, okay, well we have no options now, we have to leave, and then like it falls apart. But their fast B push has worked great. They just need to have a good look over there. And away we go now. They're going to try to A again after showing a bunch of B looks, and hopefully the spots have opened up for them.
It has, and like you said, look now on A, starting to put some util down, hoping to bait a rotation and do a fast rotate to B, but EasyGG might start to catch on to that. I know A hasn't been working, going to start pushing B, but using those seekers to try to find them out, and are going to find that site's relatively free.
Here it comes. On site, here they go. Covered by the dark cover. Q is on site, trying to look for heaven. And Spike, they're deciding where to plant the spike here. It's going to be for long. It's countered by the aftershock. They're committing. Oh, the commitment. What a great sacrifice, but they lose a player. And now a 5v3 scenario.
But get the spike down and get that time.
Oh, they're in position. Oh, that's massive damage. With the showstopper, Sakusa gets more. And now the numbers are in favor of the attackers. Giant has the Seekers. If you want to use them here, try to win this round, you could use it. But now they hear the dark cover. It might be from main, perhaps. Now the Seekers are expended. There's one in main, swings over, spams, and can't get the connection. It's tucking. There's another one. Oh, great patience there. Hijinks using their abilities and just
Last
hiding,
round in the
waiting,
half.
playing for time. And now they have a 7-4 lead.
Unfortunately, just didn't have enough time really after using those Seekers. Sakusa really started turning it up, and like you said, maybe playing a little bit timidly with the satchels earlier on. I don't think they've let EasyGG get around in what, the last 6 rounds has it been? I think it wasn't at 4-1. So I mean, again, very close here. Hijinks really turned it up.
Yeah, they're trying to whatever they talked about, like you said earlier, Kai. It works. It works really great. And
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
yeah, Spidey falls a fast one.
Oh,
Sakusa gets a trade off onto fall. So a similar scenario. They can't get onto A, but they rotate over toward B, but they've been winning the last couple of rounds. High up close with the Phantom. That's a different look. And now some pause for Hijinks. They don't want to rotate anymore. They just lost a player. A 4v3 scenario in favor of the defense.
but definitely not a scenario unfamiliar to them, and they've been doing good with numbers disadvantages. I think the difference has been they've been on site, but Sakusa, great play and teamwork there, going to bridge the gap, but not enough.
Nice rolling thunder there. Clear off the
seconds
site.
left.
Oh, caught with the timing. And
I
Q
think
somehow gets
Saw-
away.
Definitely saw someone there. Sakusa going to hold for that plant. 3v2 retake, but I mean, even in these number disadvantages,
Enemy remaining.
Hijinks has been doing a great job, but not good enough this time. Ram going to get that last kill, going to get that defuse, going to bring this to a 7-5 scoreline, Brown.
I love explosions.
Definitely a nice round that they had to win. Remember, ECGG has lost so many consecutive rounds. It was 4-1. It became 4-7. They really needed this one to make it a little closer, and perhaps they will have a good attacking half. Who knows? But kudos to Hijinks for having such a great half and coming back, using that timeout, and just putting a string of attacking rounds together. They were very, very confident once they got into that B site.
Definitely, we're confident. We're going to have to see if that confidence continues into the next half. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the second half of Split.
Welcome back to the Masters Division Grand Finals here in Rendezvous Valorant. It's Browntel and Kaiserine and Painted Doll here. And we got a 7-5 lead for Hijinks. They are looking to tie the series here against extra zesty Glizzy gamers going into the second half.
Yeah, those of you just joining us for a split, we just came back from Breeze, which was a 13-8 extra zesty Glizzy gamers coming out on top. So Hijinks need to win it now to bring it to that decider ascent. Remember, this is for all the money. There's $150 on the line for the winners of this game. Definitely something that they both want. But if you also want your chance at a cool prize, make sure you do !ticket !1 in the chat to enter the giveaway we have going on. And remember, it goes on until the end of this stream. So if EasyGG do win here, your last chance to enter.
Looks like Fall really wants to enter onto the A site and is paranoid off because Pack Show is there to cause some damage on that Cypher. And every time I say that there's a lot of damage, it gets counted so quickly, and suddenly the numbers are even again. I'm really caster cursing everything. Like, this is so great.
Maybe
and the other
we
players
should
do great too.
We should just not say anything.
Go, Kai. Take it away.
I don't wanna be the one to curse anything. Don't put that on me.
Okay, let's see. This will be a great retake now. Here comes Hijinks. See this Husk. Husk has to look at a lot of angles. I think they should have one person look vents and the other just go on. We gotta do something about this at some point. Now the dark covers are available. Dust can use them now. Here it comes. Fall comes up. Gets the kill. Now you gotta get on site. Giant is holding on the elbow angle. Here's the tap. Oh, you gotta swing. Someone's gotta defuse. Oh, what great patience there. Giant and Pi working together to stay alive, and they win the round. Going to the next one. It's gonna be good guns for them.
It is gonna be good guns for them, and that's what they needed to do. And unfortunately, we did not have that luxury for the side of Hijinks last map on Breeze to be able to do that, to bridge that gap a little bit. But yeah, I mean, EasyGG being able to win that pistol, and hopefully this next round when they have guns, I mean, that'll bring this back to a tie game. So that lead that Hijinks was able to accrue suddenly gonna fall away from them. If this goes to EasyGG,
what a lineup!
And being able to spray like that with a gun is just something you have the luxury of doing when your opponents have pistols. Easy 2 pickings, and they're going to get those picks and know that that rotation's coming in pretty fast, and look, immediately run over to this A site.
That's a beautiful 2 kills there using that Spectre, knowing that it can be sprayed despite being blinded. I think he still had a little peek of where everyone was and just spray away. That's what's so nice about the Spectre. That's what's so nice about a Phantom when you buy up. Being able to spray it with skill. It's not just all luck. You have to like have good crosshair aim for that.
Yeah, and I just want to talk about how beautiful that was. You know, they got 2 picks there on that B site, and normally that should signal, okay, we got 2, maybe at max there might be 1 here unless they're 5 stacking. And how easy it would have been to just go there, but knew those rotations were going to start coming in and running to the complete opposite side of the map to get that down. And it's pretty hard for them to retake, but Dusk able to pick up a Spectre.
Here. Spots out Fall.
Fall.
Oh, Fall got it off. Wow, despite the concuss.
It's hard when you're stuck in that cross, and that's exactly what you have the luxury of doing when you have that numbers advantage like EasyGG did. Timeout going to come in from Hijinks now that they're all
Fall caused that timeout there,
Fall
for like
caused that
spamming the
timeout.
control button on them.
Well, and now that, you know, they're all tied up, suddenly Hijinks, you had that lead are going to have to start playing a little bit more cautiously so they don't make any mistakes and let that lead slip from them. But I think they have it in them. You know, you lose pistol, you lose the next round, and they should be buying up here. But they have to make sure that they can turn those around, and hopefully they don't let that mental get to them. You know, something that EasyGG definitely has a good time keeping their mental up. Got to make sure that Hijinks is able to do that as well.
That's a nice Killjoy background in here. I don't think they've changed that in a while. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, this is great. we love that.
Well, you especially, everyone. I have the real original Killjoy in this call with me right now. On
I
the
have the
mic.
jacket and my backpack with me. I just need to buy a hoodie. Do you have any hoodies in this store? And beanies also, you know. Would love to see that. Oh, they got sweatpants. Even better. That is my vibe. My starter pack is in this store right now.
His brown starter pack. Killjoy on the wall, sweatpants, sweatshirt. Oh, it was
And my
meant to
keychains.
be.
I have to find my keys for that, but
They everything you can possibly want.
Boombot's up in heaven. It's a fast push for Easy GG, going quickly, trying to catch a defense off guard. Husk is fighting, gets one, quickly giant right behind, and a quick fight here for Easy GG. For both sides, going quickly on B seems to be the answer.
I've got your trail.
Well, and I think when you have those, I don't want to say when you have that gun disadvantage, but you still have those guns like the Spectre. A lot of that is, I think you can run and gun and go fast and spray, but not going to be enough. Hijinks going to be able to clean that up and put their 8th round here on the board.
Great for them. They've been holding on to the lead in this game, and it's been important for them to have this lead. And it's even better when you can get it back on the defensive side. That timeout used really early in the second half, but it was a good reset for them. They had a game plan of how important this round was, and if they can continue this momentum, they'll be in great shape on split.
And something I think, you know, to keep in mind as we make our way through this half, yes, Easy GG has those 2 duelists for entry, and they have those 2 initiators for info. But, I mean, Hijinks does have that Sentinel. They do have that Cypher, and that is, again, a global agent. So good at finding out information and stalling a little bit. I mean, talk about info gained. That's info you don't have to be there to see, versus, you know, maybe you have the initiators like a Sky who can, when she uses her flash, can let you know if people are there, but she has to presently be there to use it.
Scout destroyed.
Here's Pi waiting. Seeing Dusk, the camera's just so high up. This map really has a lot of good security cameras. Oh, this is scary.
Oh, Husk in a beautiful position there to get 2.
You need a security camera in there.
Yeah. Security cameras. I feel like I'm playing FNAF.
Hey, the movie is out. I'm sure that's
The movie's out.
influential.
Have you seen it? I saw the
have
movie.
not.
I
I
did
have
see
not
the
yet.
movie. Trades coming out. Fall gonna get Sakusa, but Husk right there to
30
trade it
seconds
out.
left.
Now 2v4 with the spike, trying to make their way towards site, but only 20 seconds left. Have to get plant down.
You might be able to walk up here and just plant it secretly. You don't want to make too much noise. They'll give a head start for Hijinks, and here they come.
Spike planted.
Site is open, but they are going to be able to get that plant down, and now just have to fend Hijinks off for as long as possible.
Here's a paranoia,
One enemy
and it's done on
remaining.
both sides, thus getting that kill on the counterpart. Now here comes all the flashes you can think of on site. Spidey somehow stays alive. By request, Spidey was
Oh.
not flashed twice, so it gave him a chance to do something, but no cigar there. Poor Spidey.
Poor Spidey.
Poor Spidey. Here's the post-tension replay on Spidey. But yeah, once again, like just being able to get that plant out. Oh, this is actually the replay of the kill inside of the vents.
Yeah,
which is
that
very
was
common.
so pretty.
Yeah. Still gotta remember to check the corners and stuff. And sometimes you don't expect players to be in there because it's so disrespectful. Like there's no way they're just gonna be hiding in there.
Yeah,
But you can, and you can get some really
exactly.
nice kills.
Well, and it's hard because you want to be as quiet as possible and just like sneak in there. But on the other hand, you know, that just kind of allows them to see your feet first and line up a shot. So, you know, The other answer would be to just drop right in to try to clear anyone out, but then you're making noise, so no real good solution or answer to that, other than maybe don't go if you're expecting someone around there, I guess.
Ram is farming for ults here. Sure, investing for the future rounds.
Here.
Ball coming up for the speed push. Getting caught by the trip. Takes it down. And now the Cypher wants to fight this. Here's Paksho with the spray. And now the Nero theft as well. Everyone is falling apart. It's up to Spidey again with a sheriff on hand. Oh, it's not looking too great for them.
It is not. You know, you might be thinking it might not be too bad to pick up a Vandal and save, but there's no bodies around where you can do that
30 seconds left.
that are in a safe zone.
He's going. And now he gets damaged. And now he changes his mind. Or will he?
I mean, not really a gun to save there.
Nice shot there. 10-7 now the scoreline. And you saw how the movement of that Cypher there in male. And Paksho hiding in that corner and just waiting for that reset. I don't think a lot of our beginner players will do this. So you see that first shot made the connection on the head. And then most people would just swing over and continue to hold the mouse button. But it's also a great time for you to reset your aim. You stop shooting. You readjust, get your crosshair placed on the other player, and then you can fire again, and you can have that accuracy.
Exactly.
Giant really wanted to eat that tripwire.
Well, but like you said, I mean, we talked about this before, but remember the tripwires now, if you don't get rid of them, regenerate. So being able to expend util to get that, not a bad idea.
Uh-oh, it's the operator on A.
No.
I don't think you're going A anymore. Sakusa's holding on to it for hijinks. It's so strong for that raise. Oh, they might go for this. They might smoke it out. They're thinking about it right now. Pie's in position, and it's thrown close main. Okay, so they want the heaven control here. Paranoia to counter. Spidey flashed again. Now another dark cover. There's no vision. You gotta make a decision. Do I want to peek this? Go down to vents. This Ram has the spike. Entering right now. Dropping down, making some noise. There's 4 players on the A side. Spidey jumping up. And getting the kill to continue. The op shots are coming out now on site. And they're gonna challenge Sakusa. Up high. Oh, taken down already. So he's gonna go for the plant now, using that showstopper as a bait. Might as well fire it away somewhere. Oh, runs out. Meanwhile, the From the Shadows adjustment for Pie to go towards main. Dark covers there on screens. And they might have to wait for this dark cover to go down, or they have to risk it. There's a crossfire going on the other side. Flash. Spidey. Spidey's out of ammo. Oh, Q was able to get 2 there. Luckily, Pi with the readjustment using the ult was able to get that final kill and help out Easy GG.
No, that was a good ult there because it allowed him to reposition. Not a lot of HP on his side, so was able to clean up that round because otherwise it could have been 11th round on the board there for hijinks.
Look at all those ults available for hijinks right now. They have everything. Basically everything. Soon they'll have the Nero Theft, I'm sure.
I'm sure. I feel like we see a Neural Theft from Paksho like every other round.
Just the sheer amount of kills that he gets. Might as well say that he's going to get ult every 2 rounds. And that's something to be worried about here. And that's why Easy GG wants to get a couple of rounds here if possible, or at least build some ults. Get ready for that.
I mean, as long as they can stall and prevent them from, you know, getting to that match point, gives them more rounds to work with.
You know, Paksho got confused and went into the camera. And now here comes the Rolling Thunder. On to the B site, here they come, and EasyGG planting for long once again. I might see some ults expended here. You get the Rolling Thunder on the defensive side. That might be a good way to entry here. Do they expect this Bucky from Fall? There it is. Here's the jump. Looking everywhere. The Bucky misses.
Oh.
The Showstopper connects. Now some trades. Fall is completely stunned. Now the defuse is starting. Pi going up heaven. Pi taken down. And Hijinks wins the round again.
Yeah, that now puts 11 on the board for Hijinks. EasyGG can't let them get one more. It's match point, and then they have to win every subsequent round.
So it feels like, as we get a timeout here, for whatever reason, the map that is being selected is a hard map for that team that picked the map.
Yeah, it was like that
reason.
yesterday. It's like that today.
And why is it? Is it really because so just to remind everyone, the procedure is they pick a map and the other team picks a side. Is the side really that much more impactful for these teams?
And choosing, well, so I would imagine these teams have those maps that they don't wish to go to, and that's what you start to ban first, and then when your next round comes in, but you're hoping you have a map pool, which okay, that's playable for me, and maybe for these teams here it's similar. We saw a lot of these maps yesterday. So it's hard to say. I will say though, when we look at split, yesterday we saw both teams play this, and I know EasyGG chose that here, but yesterday Split was the decider in EasyGG's matchup, and actually Cosmosis chose this and not Hijinks.
I think this might just speak to the diversity of maps that these teams are very good at. And the fact that you can pick the side to start on just makes it better for them. Teams are really good on one side versus the other. There's the clearance into vents for Giant. That's the green light to continue. Sakusa's thinking about throwing in some util. Got the counter paint shells there, and now the fight in ramps. Oh, gotta get away. You're unable to. And although the health is low, you have Giant with the heal. Is there a heal? There's a heal animation. There it is. And that's huge. That's why you like having Sky. Oh, but Paksho wants heal too. Paksho arrives. Giant says, how dare you interrupt my healing party? Now I have to do it alone.
Giant with 5 HP. And enough credits to buy next round. Going to have to try to do this all alone, but not going to be able to let any stray bullets hit him.
30 seconds left.
That's got to be
Making
perfect.
he
saw the turnaround. Oh dear, yeah, that breach knows already. A Giant has a lot of options. You could plant open here.
I would probably play open and maybe go main. I mean, it's tough to find a good position here, especially in a 1v2.
Use your Seekers here, maybe? Is this round a must win?
I mean, I don't know. That's hard because you only have 5 HP.
Yeah. It's not planned for him right now. He's going heaven.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, he gets the kill.
Probably would invest the Seekers here, I think. Yep.
Here it comes. Let the Seekers go first. Here it comes. Flash.
Blinded.
And now half.
Don't even try me.
Good
Giant
round there.
wins. Wow. That was absolutely inspirational. Out of all
That was
inspirational plays.
huge. That was huge. Giant. Probably, I'm sure, hands shaking after that clutch. Well played.
Well, I had such low confidence. I mean, 5 health and then you rotate toward heaven. Like, you're betting on someone to walk out towards main. It's not even planned for you. And yet somehow, some way, that was the right game plan. And now they're going to continue off that momentum and continue to spray for A through the stack. My goodness.
A
What a
Pak show.
change of pace here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this round seems fast and explosive, but just to recap last round, Giant, that first beautiful shot allowed him to do, and I think they saw the flashed head there. Going to throw that satchel in that does a little bit of damage to stall a little bit.
Flash out.
Here's Spidey. So there's going to be a battle down there in screens
wow.
first, and it wins out for easy GG. That's
One enemy
huge.
remaining.
That's enormous.
Oh, and now what? Let's see. How's the economy looking for Pack Show here? Picks up a gun and does get this pick. And let's see if there's more that Pack Show can do. Remember, this Cypher has gotten a lot of kills this game. The Neuro Theft is already available for the future. Spotting Ram, 145 on Ram. But still pretty productive for them, but oh god, Easy GG has caught fire right now. And Hijinks is gonna have to figure something out here. I think they might have expended the timeout earlier. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they can slow down the pace here.
Yeah, I mean, it's close. Still can go either way. Looking at that economy, I mean, Hijinks have to win this one, I think. Otherwise, may fall into that cycle economy-wise of letting Easy GG bring it to map point first. But Hijinks knows that it's all or nothing here. Probably gonna start playing like it. When they were confident and they were turned on, they were making great moves. Need to start seeing that from Hijinks again.
This is a fake here. They did a good execution onto the B site, but they're taking too long to get onto A. It's going to start getting obvious that they're not going B anymore. Easy GG, that is. And here it comes. The two players on A versus the Sky. Camera is all the way up there. There's a
And
smoke.
Husk going to get smoked off, yeah.
So the decoy is successful. They get the plant down, fall on the lurk, getting a kill as well. Ram tried to prevent the Trailblazer. He just kind of stopped at the stop sign, yielded to pedestrians. And now here comes the entry from the pedestrians from Hijinks. Some trades are coming in. They're trying to win this round if possible. The satchel was great, but low health. Oh, the lineup.
That's
everyone was lined up.
So
Oh
goes
my
down
goodness,
to
that
1
defuse.
HP.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, it's not optimal.
That
Oh
was
my
so
gosh.
heartbreaking. There were 3 of them in a line, all blinded, and none of those bullets were making contact.
Oh, the tides have turned, Kai. It's tied 11-11, and it's Easy GG that has the advantage in terms of momentum. They've won the last 4 out of 5 rounds.
They have won the last 4 out of 5 rounds and looking to close it out in these next 2 rounds for sure. Whichever team wins this round here has a chance to bring it to an early map victory without having to go to overtime. We could be seeing an OT map on our hands, Brown.
Hijinks thinks otherwise. They want to try to put it on their side by flanking everyone and getting these kills.
Trying
They're
their
saying,
best.
no, I want the advantage.
Player standing. Thrifty.
Oh,
Oh, that was a showstopper if you asked for one.
that was a showstopper.
Yeah, Hijinks says, I don't want overtime. I want to win. I want to go to map 3. As casters, though, we want overtime because that gives us more time to, you know, talk about this map and talk about our giveaway. And that's good for you all, too. More time for the giveaway.
That's good for you all. Bad for me, who desperately needs to win. But yes, make sure you do ! ticket for your chance to be entered in this giveaway.
Get out of my way.
1,000 victory. I keep wanting to say V-Bucks.
Oh, they're all blinded here. That was a close one. I think the blinds actually saved them a little bit. Extra zesty glizzy gamers, they need everyone alive. They did lose their Rays, but their Jet's still up. Fall can overheat here, overextend, get a couple of kills. You cannot count this Jet out.
Definitely can't count anyone out this game.
Fake flash there from Husk. That's 2 players for Hijinks on the A side. 1 waiting, that's the Omen in their spawn, and then 2 on the B side. Now the execution for EasyGG. They run in hot, the dark cover is late. Then the guiding light for the blind. Get 1, get 2, and the site is open. Extra zesty, extra overtime. Here it comes, maybe, unless the retake is great for Hijinks.
Yeah, 3v4 scenario. Spidey so desperately low, but so close there to Giant, who could heal him if he has time, but everyone's holding an angle.
Here comes the entry. Oh, the flashpoint is so strong.
Last player standing.
It's up to the Omen. Just gotta do it all by himself. No reason to save here.
I've got your track.
Yeah,
Looks
this
to
is
the
the
right.
last
Here come the
round.
Seekers. And caught. And
Caught in the Seekers and Brown. We're going to overtime.
we are going to overtime. What a familiar scenario from yesterday.
Overtime.
What a
to
familiar
overtime.
scenario. Indeed, we did see a map 2 overtime yesterday in our
Whoa.
first. Yeah.
So both teams get 5,000 credits each. You can full buy for the most part, unless you buy what we call a glass op. That's an operator and maybe 1 util. And each team gets to play both sides once. Whoever wins both sides wins the game. And I don't know, who would this be good for, like in this scenario?
I mean, I definitely think Hijinks wants to bring it to Ascent. For sure. I mean, this is for them. This is really all or nothing. And you know, after our first series yesterday, we got to sit down and speak with, I believe it was Q, just talking about his team and how their new roster. It's their first series, and look how far they've made it, and they've played beautifully throughout the season. And wouldn't it be great to close your first season out with a victory? So I know they want this so badly, but then again, EasyGG want it just as desperately, and they'd love to close it out here on Split.
Precision kill.
Ram starts it out with the first blood, taking out that Cypher. But the rest of the team
Right
for
there.
Hijinks, they are slowly walking towards A. Do the defenders know? High's ready. 1, 2, and a trade. They got the numbers though. Husk has to be careful. I think the site might be open, but they have to check. Here come the smokes. There's a counter flash. You probably plant open here
30
if
seconds
you don't
left.
see anyone on site. They're playing for the back site now, Kai.
They are, and remember, this is it. Going to finish and get that down and just getting out of the way.
Last player standing.
All
I
down
see
to
are
Husk.
flashes.
Oh,
That's just overwhelming. When you get initiate on the retake and all you see is breach flash, a sky flash, and death. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Switching
match
sides.
point for EasyGG there, Kai.
Match point.
Serious point for that
match
matter.
point. We're gonna see a quick post-tension replay of that last round, but pretty.
It's pretty tight, yeah. So 13-12. If EasyGG wins this round, they win the game. They win the series. They become champions. They get to pocket money to buy their next skin. Hijinks looking to tie it again. They're trying to strat where they walk out of A. They have an Omen looking over there, just backing up, but...
Here.
Oh, this could be huge. The peak. Pi knows now. That only the Rays, though. Not sure about sewers. Giant is wary of it. So it's a much more slower pace. Now they go fast. They got the cross. Giant sprays. Giant gets 2. Easy GG is in position here, Kai.
Easy GG's in position, but remember, it's all or nothing here for Hijinks. Have to win this round and bring it to another round of overtime. But Seekers coming out now, know exactly where these 3 members are coming from.
Here's a flash that's traded off against each other. Zaku's up in heaven. Doesn't check for fall here.
remaining.
And now the last one standing, it's up to Husk. Husk with the flash trying to get on. Ram swings over to try to get the kill, but Husk gets it first. Now running on, checking heaven, looking for fall. Oh!
Attackers
High-low is successful. Easy GG wins the game, and they win the Masters Division. Amazing.
Amazing indeed. Not going the distance like we saw both games yesterday, but close. Going to overtime, but in the end, Easy GG winning out split 14-12. And of course, they won map 1. And that does mean they are your Rendezvous Masters Division Season 4 champions and will be going home with a nice prize of $150.
Wow, they have rendezvoused in history. Easy GG really did say easy GG, but sometimes it didn't feel so easy. And we heard from those interviews yesterday of just how meaningful this journey has been and how much fun they've been having. And this was a really good test for them. This overtime game, I think there's nothing else that could have happened that would have made it more exciting. I mean, it just had to go to overtime. And you saw how great they were there, Kai.
I mean, they did a great job. And again, I mean, I do have to, though, say, in defense of Hijinks, they did a fantastic job holding them off. And after Breeze, which really, I mean, it went 8-13, but remember, if you remember at the half, it was 2-13, so did a great job just turning it around a little bit too late, and had a great first half here on split, but Easy GG wanting to close it out here and now and make it fast. Did a great job. So congrats again to Easy GG. And we actually have a post-tension post-map interview with the IGL of Easy GG. We have Ram here. Ram, talk us through some of that map, that matchup, just the day. I mean, incredible gaming, incredible shot calling.
Thank you. So Breeze, we haven't really played that map too much, so we kind of had to go in with confidence and really take space in certain areas on the map. We knew from at least like some of the reviews of the VODs that they would kind of stack a certain area and then try to get picks early and then fall back later on. So we really try to default as much as we can, but anytime we did take space, certain parts of the map like elbow on mid breeze or double door, and just have like a trip constantly, we kind of were successful in kind of controlling the pace of the game. So yeah, it was really fun map, and I was kind of surprised in how we did on breeze for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, especially that first half, was pretty dominant. We've been talking up here on the desk today and yesterday. It seems like at first, especially Brown, you were saying, oh, do they just have luck on their side? Always making the right call. But I think, as the IGL, I'm sure a lot of that came down to your reads and shot calling. So can you walk me through some of that? I mean, you guys just time and again had the perfect read.
Yeah, so usually when I start off the round, we'll have either like in a numerical sense, like 1-3-1 or 2-3 or whatever. We kind of have a plan at the start of the round. Hey, we're gonna control this area of the map, and then going forward, we try to get as much information on them as possible. Either if it's agent wise, like helming on a certain side, and then aggressively like rotate or like make sure when if we have like an endpoint, for example, or go back A or something, we'll go together and like execute in a fast manner, because we don't want to go one by one and just really take space together and get the trades. Like that was the most important thing I think we improved on, was just getting trades on like either like when we're making space or we're taking the site. Like the boys were really good at making sure that happened, and we kind of, you know, like they put more trust into me. Like nobody's perfect. Obviously, I make a lot of mistakes, and so does every player in Valorant. But you know, they really put faith on my calls, and when I had a feeling that we had to go somewhere, they followed up. So I'm super proud of them.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like, again, it seemed like you were doing a great job of shot calling and just having that team behind you who would follow, and the communication and teamwork just seemed to be on point, at least today and yesterday. And I'm sure,
Yeah.
you know, you had a long season to practice that. So you did win the map 1, and of course you won an overtime map 2. So let's say Hijinks had taken the map. What would that be like if you had to go to Ascent, and how badly did you want to close it on Split there?
Yeah, I guess we'll never know.
But definitely, certainly. Well, congratulations again. Can we expect to see EasyGG back here for season 5?
Yeah, definitely. I think we came together as a team, especially towards the postseason, and we're for sure gonna keep, talk with among ourselves any changes that we need to make, and go from there. So yeah, I have high hopes we're gonna come back.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hand it over to Brown. I think he has a couple questions he wants to ask you. But thanks again for stepping in here, Ram.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, my pleasure.
So Ram, I'm sure that your team has been together for this whole time, and some teams will feel that, oh, we're just in it for fun. There's no way we'll make it this far, and then suddenly you make it to the grand finals, and you're like, oh, we have a chance to win some money. And so for you, what was that like perspective that you had going to the playoffs? And then did you realistically, did you expect to be in this position?
Realistically, I think every team had a chance to make it through. Like, we were pretty lax coming in on the start of the playoffs, and we like sat down and we're like, hey, we're gonna have fun and not rage, but at the same time, like, make sure we're listening to each other and kind of just go through the game together without like tilting each other. Because there are some times that we do have arguments, but we try to keep it kind of, on the lax side and making sure we're having good comms. But yeah, like I guess I'm surprised like how well we played throughout that series. Like all the matches, like they were super close. And I had so much fun, calling and helping these guys get where we are now. So yeah.
And what can you say about these guys, very specifically how they just played and they did great, and I'm sure there's some players that you'd like to shout out here.
Yeah. Shout out to Cairo for taking the space that we needed and getting those picks. Cairo had such good stats. Like, I'm super impressed and proud of how he played throughout the season. Like, he had tremendous stats and always was positive, even though he's a little jokester. We kind of make fun of him for it, but really good player overall and a good game sense. Like, I want to shout out also, Giant, Koala, and Xenius, like the initiators of our team. Super helpful on making the shots and saying, when they're going to do something. Pi is like the lurker of the team. He's always in a little sneaky spot coming out to get the last two players, on the maps. And Spidey as well, and like he really guided me and improved as a player. I think he was kind of not too confident in certain maps when we go in, and then he really showed his potential in these last series, and especially coming out on the last couple weeks of the league. And of course our sub Twiz too. He hasn't played the game in 3 months, and he did that yesterday. So it was really impressive how he performed. And like just everybody on the team, super proud of him. They come together a long way. So yeah.
All right, so $150. Where is that going?
Are
you going to pocket it all for yourself?
That's up to Spidey. I think he's got the PayPal account attached to that. So we'll see if he takes the money and run.
All right, well, congratulations on the victory. Very big accomplishment, the highest level of RDV. So I think y'all get a good pound of back and hope you enjoy this victory.
Thank you. Appreciate the interview.
Yeah,
All right.
congratulations on a great season.
No, there you have it, Kai. That was it.
Yeah.
That was a great ending to what I think was a very wonderful weekend and really the whole season.
Yeah, and I think, what a great way to end it. We had a great playoff showing yesterday, and EasyGG able to pull off the upset not once, but twice to take the victory. The 5th seeded team in this series and going home as your RDV Masters Division champions definitely has to be a good feeling, Brown.
And these teams, they are. It's not like the number 1 seed is significantly better than some of the lower seeds.
Yeah.
You kind of saw it in these playoffs. Yes, they are upsets, but also all the games that we've seen, there were just signs of brightness for both teams that played. There were some strengths and weaknesses that we saw, but when combined together in this long game setting where you have to win the series, it's no longer just let's just get through the season. You have to win. That's where everything starts to shine.
Yeah, and so nice they were able to come together. It was wonderful sitting down with Ram, the IGL, the shot caller, and we really discussed at length today and yesterday how great EasyGG's reads were, and a lot of that came down to Ram. I want to congratulate again, though, Hijinks. You guys put up quite a fight. Great things. Would love to see you back here next season. It was close, and I think especially for your first league as a team, I mean, already up here at finals, really. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see them, both of these teams on the finals desk next season. But of course, like you said, I think especially in this division, all the teams are great. It all just comes down to a specific day, a specific matchup. So really, any of these teams that we saw throughout the season, I think have a chance to make it should they return. And remember, if you too win a chance to play in a league like this, 7-week format, and the season 7 weeks, and then we had finals, make sure you join our Discord and follow our socials to see when season 5 is starting. We also have the Challenger division that took place last week, Fractastic 5 winning that series as well. So lots of fun things in the Discord. We have 10 mans for different ranks, and we also have an academy division that scrims and puts you with a coach. So definitely make sure you check out our socials. And also, the giveaway winner was pulled. Was not me, but congratulations, Panda. You won the giveaway. You already know that, I saw.
Great. Yes. Panda won. I'm sure he's happy about that one.
I'm sure he's happy. If you want a chance, though, to win a cool prize, make sure you drop by our streams next season for other chances. And of course, we do giveaways in the Discord. Season 5 has not been announced yet, but I'm sure with the conclusion of season 4, it'll be announced really soon. And of course, we'll probably do more holiday charity streams and stuff like that. So definitely want to keep your eye out for that. Brown,
and
any last thoughts?
Yeah, I think, when you go back and look at this final series, and you ask this one question to Ram, right? What would have happened if we went to Ascent, if the tides were different in this overtime? And no one really knows the answer, right? Because Ascent is such a map that everyone knows. It's the classic starter map usually. Mm-hmm. And if we went there, you kind of wonder, okay, well, Hijinks was winning a couple of rounds in that second half of the first game. And then they had the good first half here in this game, and it went to overtime also.
Yeah.
Could they have won too? Yes, we may never know, but it's certainly like that's a thought that will cross your mind now, because it was not in any case like a blowout as we thought in the beginning. 10-2 was like, oh, it's over. Yeah. But yeah, you just have to wonder.
Definitely.
If they got to 15 rounds, if these games went to 15,
exactly.
you just never know.
You never do know, and I think that's the thing. At least, you know, when we talk about the 4 seasons we saw throughout the course of the winter, Hijinks, Easy GG, we also saw Cosmosis and Not Good Esports. Any of these teams, I mean, there's always, I think a lot of times it's easy to pick and choose and look and be like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done this should have happened. But all of these teams great plays, and I think there's scenarios where any one of them could have been, you know, crowned the champions in the Master Series Division Final. So again, lots to learn from, lots of fun, and I think at the end of the day, what I love about just Rendezvous Valorant as a whole is it's just one big community. Everyone's friends with each other. It doesn't matter what your rank is. And so yes, at the end of the day, are you competitors and are you fighting against each other? There can only be one champion. Yes. But you know, they were having fun in chat. They were laughing and making jokes together. And that's what really this is all about. Improving your gameplay, but improving your gameplay with the community.
Yeah, and speaking of this community, I want to take this time to thank Kai for being my co-caster. And Kai is amazing, and all the words that comes out of her mouth makes me want to buy something. So thank you so much for that.
Not a good
thank
thing.
you, Painted, for your production and for observing. Painted works so hard. I feel like Painted is the only person here, so if you want to help Painted by casting or observing, or even learning how to do broadcasts like these, you can also join the Rendezvous Discord and let the mod mail know. And we would love to have you all on. You can be just like a Kaiserine over there and market your Super Beings Labs mouse pad and talk about giveaways and stuff like that. This is your chance.
You know, I was introduced to Super Being Labs through Rendezvous Valorant. Actually, you know, I was a player first season of Rendezvous Valorant and have since had the luxury of helping out on many teams. But yeah, Super Beings Lab has been our sponsor since the start. Super Beings Lab is a brand that strives to produce the highest quality gaming peripherals with a focus in creative art, like this beautiful mouse pad you see behind me. Every product is carefully crafted to provide the best gaming experience. Start taking control of your aim. Their next release, Super Beings Lab Origins Memoria Pro, is out now, so drop by superbeings.gg to learn more today. Memoria Pro is also currently available at several online retailers internationally. Don't forget to follow at Super Beings Lab on Twitter to find out where you can get yours today. This is our last time up here. It's our last time up here.
I told you. See, Kai just read that and just made me want to buy it. Like
it's
the
a
delivery.
good product. It's a good product. I will not stop talking about Super Beings Lab mousepad. I love them. They're pretty, functionality and style, and that's exactly what you want things to be. But yeah, definitely check them out. Great sponsors, great friends of Rendezvous. And if you, like Brown was saying, want to get involved with Rendezvous, not just on broadcasts, but we have a huge shout out to our league and tourney staff who have really been helping run the back end of things the entire season, and especially here at the finals. But we have different staffs and different groups. So if you want to get involved, remember this is all volunteer. And so shout out to everyone who's involved in Rendezvous. A beautiful community. I love it here. And if you're just viewing and you just wanted to watch Valorant, why don't you play Valorant and join the community?
Yes, come join our 10-mans. And then if you get excited about the game through the 10-mans, you can join the league, the academy, and if you get excited, you might win $150. And then if you get even more excited, you can be in this chair, and you can be casting with other people that really want to give it a shot and really just talk about the game. I think both of us got a lot smarter in the last 2 days. I mean, we were talking about Cypher for like 2 days straight. How there were some things we just didn't even know, but we learned about that.
I mean,
and so
definitely.
You learned a lot from watching.
Definitely a lot of buffs and nerfs and patches have come through, so it's nice to watch. And you know, those of you who are interested in maybe being up on the desk like we here are today, we do have a casting academy. I started casting with Rendezvous about a year ago. So definitely a good place to start if you're interested in learning or taking that first step. Can't recommend it enough. Unfortunately, though, that is the end of season 4, Brown.
Yep. And a wonderful 4 seasons for us here. We're very fortunate to be around for this long, and we don't plan on going anywhere. I think we have a lot of players that love to play in our 2 leagues. Remember, Masters Division and Challengers Division are both popular among us, and there's just the future is great for us, and it's all thanks to all the people that Kai's mentioned. It's thanks to our producer Painted. A shout out to DJ. I communicate with DJ now and then, and we talk a lot about how this has given opportunities, and for those of you that just want to look for opportunities in general, just don't hesitate to reach out to people, and you never know when you have someone that would love to play this game of Valorant with you, or to learn how to cast with you. So it's a wonderful time here, and I'm very thankful. And thank you to Post Tension, because I know you'll get the post-match highlights after this. I know that Painted is like, get out of here, you're done. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. But we're very thankful for everyone for support, and season 5 I'm sure will be announced soon on our socials and in Discord. So keep a look out for that.
Yeah, with that being said, our time is done here, but we can't wait to see you in the next Rendezvous Valorant season 5 coming soon. Bye, everyone.
Take care.
Not much you can do if you're a defender there, but try to die for a little bit of money. And die.
Does have the Reckoning. Now the Reckoning does not stop a defuse. You're gonna have to just go for it here. And that's you have to fight against a Cove as well. That is a lot of things you have to shoot. As defenders, you have to back out, and then you have to face off against the High Tide. And it's just so much vision. I mean, unless you decide to peek like Fall. In the earlier series, the Sheriffs were doing a lot of damage.
Going to walk right into Fall. Finding Spidey, knows Fall's there.
The Recon here with the Sova Dart. You can flash, get flashed. And that's a good counter.
Ooh.
Oh, but the gun skills are just so much better here. You still have the plant though. Yes, right now I'm running away. Oh, and then this is the Nero theft too. So now they have all the information. Oh, he's turning back. He's turning back. He sees the clone. Yeah, Pai's in great position now. Because they can't do anything with the op. You have to get out. Okay. And now switching guns.
One enemy remaining.
And now you know where the last one is.
And now hear that Viper's pick coming out.
Last player standing.
Oh, the tripwire is there. And it's like its own domain expansion. There's not much Giant can do here. Low health. Looking. The walls go down. There's everyone. But Fall recognizes the Frenzy is close range. Sneaks around to get the kill. And now a better gun can't be picked up, but it's just in front in the crosshairs.
And suddenly, you talk about, oh, well, the 3rd round should go to whoever doesn't win the pistol, but very doable, halves and numbers advantage, and only gonna have to deal with 1 on site, but going down to start to deal with.
But spotted out by the Recon from the Sova on the attacking side. And they continue. Sakusa is strong. 1-man army is there. The Spidey though says no. Heading for the Recon.
10 seconds.
Oh, you gotta be careful. 8 seconds. 7, 6. Pack planting safe. Fall waiting. Fall's gonna peek this. Oh, it's canceled. 7, 6. Pack planting safe. Fall waiting. Fall's gonna peek this. Oh, it's canceled.
Oh.
They canceled it. Oh, Fall put in some.
They're concussed.
Doesn't. Plant is down. But guns are in the hand of ECGG as it all falls.
Oh, Giant trying to defend. Now the reinforcements have arrived. Dust can't see anything. And Giant suddenly. And the Raze is probably going to go around and try to get a pick off in Heaven and just work his way down there.
Yeah, and I mean, I think going to, but Spidey had
by the Seekers now checked by Giants, who gets caught by the tripwire. The rest of the team comes in. Both of them have to check angles.
Shout. Neural Theft coming online lets them know that B's probably the right place to hit, especially when you have 30 seconds left.
Actually, gonna fight this.
Is going to get it.
Tap, they check back sight, no one is there. High looks over, gets down one. Here's Husk with the flash. They gotta coordinate who's gonna plant here. You got the cover. It goes off, but Omen is down. Husk peeks. And now Husk with the deep sight plants. They're in great position now. They have a rolling thunder of their own, but it's taken down from Fall. And now they have the numbers advantage as the spike goes down. High pulls a fast one. Oh, here's Spidey. Spidey makes it interesting. He's now flashed. He's flashed again. He can't see.
Retake, but I mean, even in these number disadvantages,
Enemy remaining.
Hijinks has been doing a great job.
Gets the kill. Now you gotta get on site. Giant is holding on the elbow angle. Here's the tap. Oh, you gotta swing. Someone's gotta defuse. Oh, what great patience there.
I mean, that'll bring this back to a tie game, so that lead that Hijinks was able to accrue suddenly gonna fall away from them. If this goes easy,
what a
GG,
lineup.
I think when you have those, I don't want to say when you have that gun disadvantage, but you still have those guns like the Spectre. A lot of that is, I think you can run and gun and go fast and.
So high up. This map really has a lot of good security cameras. Oh, this is scary.
Oh, Husk gonna.
This speed push, getting caught by the trip, takes it down. And now the Cypher wants to fight this. Here's Pack Show with the spray. And they might have to wait for this Dark River to go down, or they have to risk it. There's a crossfire going on the other side. Flash. Spidey. Spidey's out of ammo. Oh, is there a heal? There's a heal animation. There it is. And that's huge. That's why you like having Sky. Oh, but Pack Show wants heal too.
It's the Seekers here, I think. Yep.
Here comes. Let the Seekers go first. Here comes. Flash. And now Half. Cypher has gotten a lot of kills this game. The Neural Theft is already available for the future. Spotting, put it on their side by flanking everyone and getting these kills.
Trying
They're
their
saying,
best.
no, I want the advantage.
Player standing. Thrifty.
Oh,
It's so strong.
Last player standing.
It's up to the Omen. Just gotta do it all by himself. No reason to save here.
I've got your trail.
yeah,
Looks
this
to
is
the
the
right.
last
Here come the
round.
Seekers. And caught. And the rest of the team for Hijinks. They are slowly walking towards A. Do the defenders know? High's ready. 1, 2. Husk with the flash trying to get on. Ram swings over to try to get the kill, but Husk gets it first. Now running on, checking Heaven. Looking for Fall. Oh!
Attack.
High low is successful.
Not much you can do